Coming to the stage right now, my good friend, Andy Landgrebe.
I know a lot of you. Some of you don't know me, so I really appreciate you coming and taking that leap of faith. Can't promise anything, but we're going to try. Zach was talking about how he lost a lot of weight, and I heard that, and I'm like, I'm going to gain everything that he lost, just to balance it out. I don't know if you noticed, I am a big man. Some would call them fat. It's okay with me. I've been skinny my whole life. I used to be called Turd Baby. So I really went the other way. I love my wife. I am married. Can you fucking believe that shit? She gives me advice all the time on how to lose weight, but she does it very subtly. She's trying to be nice about it, but it really annoys me. We're eating pizza the other day, and she does the thing where she picks up a napkin and she blots pizza with a fucking napkin. I'm like, baby, what are you doing? She's like, did you know if you do this, if you put a napkin on a pizza and soak up all the grease, it removes like 400 calories from the pizza. Is that right? And then I eat the napkin. Can't have those calories go to waste. That's not how I got this size. People talk about eating your feelings a lot. I don't necessarily understand that. I've eaten plenty, and I don't have my head around the eating feelings thing at all. Because I'll eat chili when I'm sad, and I'll eat it, and I'm still sad. But I've had chili, and I only want more chili. Eating feelings doesn't make any sense to me, but I still do it a lot. It's better in your case. My name is Andy Landgrebe. It's a pretty fucked up name. Won't lie to you. A lot of variations on that name. They go with the gravy thing a lot. They think that's clever. I think I know where Landgrebe came from. I'm not doing the 23andMe thing. It's stupid. Landgrebe, I don't really want to know where it's from because it sounds like a Third Reich spring festival. Like 1929. There are some guys getting really geared up in brown shirts, you know. They're gonna have a get together. And one of them said to, the other guy, "Hey, Gunther, get the Kruppenstein, it's time for Landgrebe." A lot of people are doing the 23andMe thing. I don't know if anybody's saying you've done it. Ancestry.com?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to do it, and I'll tell you why. Beside the whole nonsense. That aside. I heard a story in California where they caught a serial killer named the Golden State Killer. He killed a bunch of people, like back when that shit was easier. A lot tougher now. And they found his DNA on the scene as one does. And they didn't find him until like 5-6 years ago because his niece sent in on Ancestry.com and they found the thread of DNA to the killer, prison for life. I'm not doing it. Because I don't think I'm going to murder anyone. But there's some pretty shady times in traffic where I don't want to get tied back to a cousin of mine, you know what I mean? I do like being married. I know I bitched about it a little bit earlier. I'm sorry about that. I do like it. people look at my wife and it really upsets them because of how attractive she is. She's super attractive. Yeah, we know. She's awesome. People will come up to the two of us in public and want to check on her. Because of the disparity in our looks. I'll come up in like a Walgreens and look at her and be like, "Are you okay, honey?" Blink twice if he's holding you captive. I get questions all the time, from most of the younger fellas. How'd you get a life that hot? It's spellbinding. I understand the questions because I know what I look like. And I thought, it's like, are you rich? Not really. Not when I met her, that's for damn sure. Are you interesting? No. Watch not a football. You know what I mean? So how did you get such a hot wife? And I tell them the truth. When we were dating, very early in the relationship, I got her pregnant. And then I did it again. She's got another 15 years, you know what I mean? And then she can fucking level up! I do actually enjoy being married because being single, boy, that was not healthy for me. That's a rough existence, especially for somebody that's as big of a degenerate as I am. I think dating now is harder than it was 20 years ago. Because there wasn't smartphones back then. Everybody was rocking like a Motorola Razr. And when you're dating with smartphones, you can't lie to girls as easily. And lying was a very effective dating tool for me. Do you know how many restaurants I was the chef in? All of them 3 Michelin stars. Japan. It's a big fucking deal in the culinary world. Even worse, do you know how many NFL teams I played on? Back in the 90s, early 2000s, you couldn't Google the Seahawks practice squad. It's frustrating. I don't really see the harm in it. I don't see the harm. I'm sorry for saying this. I didn't see the lie in the lie being that bad when I was trying to get laid, basically. I don't see the problem with lying to girls to get laid. Because at best, it worked out for both of us. I got to have sex with a girl. Always great. Always fun. And she got to tell all of her friends that she fucked a fighter pilot. Which had to be an awesome story. I fucked the chubbiest blue Asian you've ever seen. No, I couldn't look it up. I just had to. How was Christmas, okay? Christmas, whatever. Oh, Jesus, I hate to keep taking it back to my wife, but here we go. This woman asked me for Christmas to buy her makeup. Apparently, she forgot how stupid I am. I don't even know where the fuck to get makeup. Black woman, somehow makes me a little bit cooler. Don't lie, it's awesome. It's awesome. But she wanted makeup called Black Honey, which is specifically made for black skin. I don't know where to get the sorority girl makeup. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? I went to I swear to God, 6 stores. I went to 6 different stores. Haley and I are friends. I texted Haley. She tried to sell me something. I still didn't know what the hell was happening. I've been looking for this makeup, I swear to you, in the mall for an hour and a half. And I had an epiphany. Finally, I figured out what to do with this makeup situation. I thought about it. I know what to do. Let's just get a divorce. It's a way better experience than what I'm having right now. My wife loves Starbucks. Any Starbucks fanatics? I know it's a fairly unknown company. You guys just might have to roll with me here. My wife is obsessed with mobile ordering on Starbucks. And I'm going to explain to you what that is for the non-douchebags. It's so freaking awful. It's slick. It is slick, though, when I figured out the secret to it. Because you use the app, you order ahead at any Starbucks, and they have the coffee ready for you, so you don't have to wait. She does this all the time. Not again. Once I figured it out, I was pretty blown away by it. Because I don't think she saw what was really happening. And I can tell you don't either. If you're not picky, there is now free coffee at Starbucks. It says mobile pickup. That's all the free shit. And you all have to walk in there and go, I'm Dakota. I'm just... They really don't police it, trust me. They really don't police it. I love my wife. But I have 2 children. And I like them more. I love her. But if anybody says that they don't have a favorite child, they're absolutely full of shit. My oldest son, Kevin, that's my favorite person. Not my favorite child, my favorite person. I do like him more than my wife. I do. I don't see my wife going somewhere and drawing pictures of me with huge muscles to bring home. Maybe she fucking should. And the pecking order may get a little bit better, you know what I mean? I love hippos. Hell of a transition, right? Greg said I love hippos. Did you know they kill a ton of people? They kill a ton of humans. We're talking about sharks. Who fucking cares? Hippos kill 300 people a year. The slippery ones, you know what I mean? They can kill me easily. We're talking about those runners. Chasing them down. Full on murder. I did a whole deep dive into hippos. They're some bad motherfuckers. I don't love the murder so much, but I do like that they're first at something. Because as a chubby man, I get emotional and proud. I'm like, see? We can do stuff too. When was the last time you tried to take a shit without your iPhone? That shit should be illegal. I'm so addicted to my phone. I'm so addicted to my phone. I want to be on it right now. And I'm having the best time of my life. I want to explain to you and tell you a little story of just how addicted I am to my cell phone. That's good, right? You're okay with that? I was going to do it anyway. I just wanted to check. Oh, God. It's one of those things that happens to me, I don't know, 12 times a week where I have an emergency shit that's coming. And you know when that's coming and you're sweating, and for some reason when you're like 1,000 yards away from your home, it is an emergency. Like right now, dude. And you're clenching and you're sweating and you're speeding. And you pull in and you think you're gonna make it. As long as somebody's not in that bathroom. And you rush downstairs from the garage, passing 2 bathrooms on the way. Because, by the way, there are 3 bathrooms in my home, and I am allowed to shit in one of them. You'll understand if you come over. You'll get it. But I'm this close. This is the bathroom right here. I'm this close to the bathroom. But I don't have my cell phone. Well, we are faced with a choice. Right here and then. Do I shit without my iPhone? And miss episodes of Yellowstone I've seen a couple times already. Or do we go get the phone? I shit my pants, you guys. Hit that top stair and it was all over. But I still went and got it. Yellowstone's a pretty good show. Jimmy Buffett died, thank God. He was dog shit. Okay, here's my favorite thing about Jimmy Buffett. Besides the whole death thing, you know. I told my wife, I said, Jesus, Jimmy Buffett died of skin cancer. Didn't see that one coming. She's like, who's Jimmy Buffett? Don't fuck with me. I shit my pants last week. I don't need this. You know who Jimmy Buffett is. She's like, I don't. Come on, Cheeseburger in Paradise. I don't know who he is, but that sounds like a fucking stupid song. It is. And then I learned about a little social experiment. Because I remembered that my wife is black. And that's why she doesn't know who Jimmy Buffett is. Now, I don't recommend doing this. But if you're on the street and you see a person of African American descent, you may go prove my theory that no black people know who Jimmy Buffett is. Again, don't do it. But I've never been more angry with my wife than I was at that moment. Because she doesn't know what the song Margaritaville sounds like. And I have to watch my father scream that at the top of his lungs in our development at 11:30, permanently traumatizing me for 15 years. It's more of a me joke. I don't think that's why I'm so fucked up. Not the Jimmy Buffett thing. I have a theory that the reason I'm such a mess is because my parents cut frozen pizza with scissors. Instead of spending the $4 to do it right. The pizza cutter's right there. This isn't 1850s, you know what I mean? Just get a pizza cutter. This is fine, shut the fuck up. I have a lot of stuff about my parents. Some of my parents' friends are here. Here we go. You guys remember the movie Home Alone? Like that movie? Great movie. Not as cool in real life. My parents, Pam and Randy, big travelers. When I was 13 years old, as an only child, they went to the Galapagos Islands for 10 days and left me home alone. I do not live, nor did I grow up in a sprawling metropolis. No mass transit. If I wanted to go into town to get anything, why don't you ride your bike 6 miles on there for you? Here's $40 so you can have Paul Revere's pizza delivered to you every 10 days. Just in case anything went wrong, I don't know if you know anything about boats. They're notoriously hard to reach in communication. So if anything went wrong at home, my parents said, your uncle will be by every once in a while. He'll come by. He didn't. I had Paul Revere's pizza alone, crying. And that's the only time I've ate my feelings. That's right, feel sorry for me. Talked to my mom the other day. I'm like, how you doing? She's like, well, it's getting colder. Dynamite observation, Mom. You really got me with that one. She goes, no. You know what I've been doing? Can't wait. I've been leaving the garage door down so mice don't get in. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think the door down situation in the garage is necessarily going to deter mice from entering your home. I don't know what she thinks happens with mice. I don't know if she thinks there's mice across the street with binoculars. They're like staking the place out because they want a warm place for the night, you know what I mean? Not just two mice smoking cigarettes. Waiting. Listen to me. Are you listening? Shut up, I'm listening. As soon as she opens that door, you're going to run! Now look, there's only one reason I told that joke. Because I really like the accent I do when I tell it. I didn't say it was going to be funny. Some jokes are great. Anybody like doing drugs? Drugs fucking rule. Specifically marijuana, which I particularly like quite a bit. My mother-in-law's here, she's just finding this out.
Go, Andy.
Good thing Christmas is over.
My wife, also military, doesn't smoke weed, and when I'm high, typically smoke before we go to bed, you know. She'll text. She's very into cleanliness, which whatever, you know. It's important to me, whatever. I'm a joy to live with. She'll be cleaning the basement, and I'll have a couple pulls on that pen. She'll ask me some pretty stupid questions. We have kids. Thank you. Everybody give it up for Haley! Try January. That's adorable. She'll ask me questions when I'm pretty stoned. She'll be like, about the cleanliness of the house. The kids' toys are everywhere. She'll be like, why is there a dinosaur on the counter? And I'm high enough. I'm like, that's a really stupid question. Why are you asking me? Where is your sense of wonder? There is a dinosaur in our kitchen. Ask him his name. Let me introduce you to this substance called weed. It's all stupid. Don't smoke weed. Fucking amazing. It's like, look, weed is a lot better than, look, 90s parenting was wild. Wild. I don't let people realize they literally did not let us come inside the home all day. And I have children now, and they're allowed in my home. And all I wonder is, why were we not allowed inside? We drank hose water. It was delicious, but there's no way that shit was good for us. None. And another 90s thing that I'm glad is gone is the kids' table. Large family gathering. There isn't, I don't know, there's some millennials in here that may not know what the fuck I'm talking about. Everybody sits at one table, and then everyone under the age of 18 go sit at that fucking table. We're gonna talk about your Aunt Gail. What an asshole she is. Can't have your prying eyes. Before you sit at the kids' table, though, give me a can of hams and my lighter. Yeah, that was more for me. Halloween, I don't know, this joke's a little dated. Roll with me. I eat all of my kids' Halloween candy. That should not surprise you. But I eat a lot of it. Like, they need to learn about the unfairness of life at a very early age. So, this is my introduction into their trauma. One of the things that came into the Halloween candy set, some were like, they're Airheads. You remember those? Like, they're pretty cheap candy. One of the flavors was called White Mystery. Boy, that's shit marketing if I've ever heard it in my entire life. Nobody ever wants anything associated with the White Mystery. I had a White Mystery happen to me. I swear to God it happened yesterday. Three different middle-aged men, total strangers. I went for a walk downtown, I would say. 3 different strange middle-aged white men looked at me and gave me the thumbs up. That is a white mystery I don't need to be a part of. What are you doing? There's cameras fucking everywhere. And tomorrow is January 6th, and I don't think we have the relationship that you think we have. to be a part of this white mystery. All right, so, oh boy, here we go. I really want to rob a bank. A lot. A lot. I think about robbing banks once a day. I drive by banks and take a picture of it and send it to a friend of mine named Mike Lucas, and I said, I think I can rob this bank. Which I'm sure is a horrible idea. Horrible idea. And I don't necessarily know why I think I can get away with robbing a bank. One, I have no idea how to do it. I'm guessing it involves a gun and a threat. I don't have a gun. Two, I think when they finally show the footage of me robbing the bank on the news, many, many people are going to call in. Yeah, that's Andy Landgrebe. How do you know that?
That's my son-in-law.
Assist for mother-in-law! Here I thought this was going to be a nightmare. I'll get high to remember that one. Sorry, Glenda. Glenda's going to be the first one that calls in, followed by the rest of you. Why do you think that was him? Well, it's pretty chubby. Weird facial hair, and one little detail, your officer. He was talking about robbing banks that Lucky had a lot. And look, here's the point. Don't be a fucking rat, you guys. Just let me rob a bank. Speaking of breaking the law, I've got a couple more, is that right?
Yeah.
Thank you. I went into, it's too much, I'll stop. So give me a fucking light. I went to Nebraska, I was seeing a Guster concert, doesn't matter. I'm very cultured. And there, I didn't know I was out of weed, and there was a dispensary across the street from the venue. This is Omaha, Nebraska. I was like, is this a medicinal state or is this a recreational state? I'll go check. I was already pretty high. So there's bars on the window of this dispensary, and I just rang the bell, and I'm like, hey, is Nebraska a medicinal or recreational state? And inside I went. Terrific. I got my answer. Bought a bunch of weed, saw Guster, had a hell of a good time. Went home, talked to a cousin of mine who's a police officer. I said, I did not know that Nebraska was a legal marijuana state, like recreationally. And he said, it isn't. Why do you think that happened? He goes, I don't know. I don't think they thought you were a cop for damn sure. I didn't quite know what he meant until later. And it really hurt my feelings because he ended up passing a physical. I'm only leaving with a couple things. I live in Iowa City, which I love living in Iowa City, but it's not for everyone. There are people in my life, people who live elsewhere, more rural areas, which I grew up in a rural area, and they say crazy shit to me. I'm like, you want to come hang out in Iowa City with me? And they're like, I don't go to Iowa City. Why? It's dangerous. Why is it dangerous? There's a bunch of queers and liberals there. Is this the group you're afraid of? Got bad news for you. I know a lot of liberals. I know quite a few queers. Not that threatening. I don't know what you think is happening in Iowa City if there's a roving band of kids with painted fingernails beheading people in Carhartts. But it's a pretty good place. But I will concede it is weird. It is weird, and there's some very specific things that are very weird about it. And I'm going to tell you a very Iowa City joke, and I'll leave you alone. I was walking my dog. His name's Duncan. That is in no way important, but I thought you should know. And I was walking him a little bit further than usual until like a neighborhood. Again, I hadn't been to this neighborhood. I was walking around. And this was when it was warm out, and there was a guy in the garden that had a parrot on his shoulder. Giant parrot, big red cockatoo, whatever the fuck they are. But there's a big parrot on his shoulder. I walk by a little further, see the other side, there is another fucking parrot on his other shoulder, so that makes two parrots. He is also wearing a shirt that says rights for parrots. Super confused. Bit of a liberal myself, and that liberalism kicked in. And I was confused, but I'm like, yeah, rights for parrots. Fuck yeah, bro. I walked a little bit further. What rights? What rights for parrots are we missing? And then I got home, and I was confused about this the whole walk. Believe it or not, it was a long walk. And I got home, I sat down and had a beer, and hours later it hit me what rights for parrots means. And I was like, oh, he's fucking those birds. I'm Andy Landgrebe.